Listen to this. There were like 2-3 ton boulders that fell on the road. Okay? So now, what's happening is, so I'm getting flown via helicopter, like into space. For whatever reason, we can't get any helicopter rides to Saas-Fee, but they're gonna scramble and make this happen somewhere else in the region.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Thrilled to share that we've secured a fantastic location for Creator Camp.
Doing work for Switzerland right now because we have an event in 2 months. We're like planning everything.
We've like planned this for 9 months, and now everything changes.
We have a day to change everything.
Just damage the road that is coming up in the valley. So at the moment we are isolated.
And the plan is to move the whole event to Leukerbad.
Obviously, we weren't going to cancel this entire trip. They were on the ground working through this, and what we decided on going is we're heading to Leukerbad.
You know, otherwise the other option would be we cancel the entire thing, which we don't want.
This has been 9 months in the making, and it feels pretty surreal that just everyone is in this. And all of economy is our entire group. 79 of the 83 tickets.
This is insane. 9 months of work, we're all boarding at the same time. It's chaos. This guy, this thin kid is fucking crazy.
Everybody filming everybody. Oh my god, something's like
and ushered around, he said, "The boy, the time has come, you must announce it, get a beat."
This is so insane, I can't believe it. It's been like a year.
Here we are. This is the launch. Everyone was playing. Oh, hey Jack. I'm chilling out here. Sometimes it can feel like this is extra work, but all that extra work is going towards something really, really special. So I wanted to end it off with that. And yeah, thank you guys for joining the meeting. And I'm excited for an awesome week next week.
Chris, check your email.
Oh man.
No.
Oh.
I was freaking out.
Oh.
No! Wait, pull it up on screen, Chris. Pull it up.
Okay. We're gonna read this together. We're gonna read this.
Pull it up on screen. It's long.
Okay, thank you for your patience. Apologies for the delay in getting back to you. I'm thrilled to share that we've secured a fantastic location for Creator Camp. Destination Saas-Fee in the Vilayas region has graciously agreed to host. What? Oh my goodness! Yeah. Let's go! Okay, this is amazing. Wow, that is fantastic news to end this meeting off on. Okay. Wow, that's
the day we got this email, we're in the middle of this call, and we instantly just cancel it. I run out of the garage, run upstairs, and we start freaking the hell out. Because at this time, it was such a existential period in camp. We're like, we don't even know what we're doing, but all of a sudden, we've been given this lifeline.
That's the worst thing.
After base camp, we will have $323 left in our account.
See, at camp 0.0, we actually were breaking even. We're going backwards.
Yeah, no.
We personally subsidized
We took the risk thinking that
Notion would close, and Notion didn't close, but
that's fine. We got them in on that.
So I put in like 50
we're
grand.
9 months down the line, we're going to figure out how to make this event turn into reality. It was something we could look forward to, something we could pour everything into. And it's just ridiculous. And so we immediately look at all the places that they recommend. We cancel everything on our calendar, and still to this day, it's like the highest high I've ever felt, and we're completely sober. We took our bikes, we just biked around Austin randomly, and we ended up at the state capitol for some reason. I don't even know how we ended up there.
We're coming back with a dub.
Patreon title sponsor, baby. Let's go. See ya, boys.
We just flew all the way across the country for an hour meeting.
But we have an 8K payment at the end of the month.
8K payment at the end of the month. Crazy business movements.
The business has a month left to live, and say like we're pulling this insane thing off with Switzerland, and the only way we can do it is if we have like a savior come in and sponsor our season. and he looks at us and he's like, what do you need to get till September? Basically, while we were there with him in person, he says yes and commits to funding the rest of our season, which was another insane moment.
Craziest meeting of my life. Craziest meeting of my life. So over the next year, we ended up hosting 3 different base camps: NorCal, upstate New York, France, bringing together creators from all over the world. And it was in this time that we had this idea that we couldn't stop thinking of, was instead of flying everyone from different places, different cities into Switzerland, what would it look like if we got everyone to New York City a few days before and flew on the same exact airplane? And so we set off. We made invitations in Victorinox suitcases. We had a whole newspaper trying to figure out, reaching out to all the creatives that we could find.
A little different.
Things got like really intense when 100 suitcases got shipped to their small office in Switzerland. We literally have footage of their entire office being filled with boxes, these Victorinox suitcases. And it was just like an incredible, not like, I don't want to say headache, but it was just like so much physical labor and bouncing back and forth, and it was so overwhelming.
All these people are on the same freaking flight out of JFK. This is crazy. There's gonna be like 60 of us in the same terminal.
Doing work for Switzerland right now because we have an event in 2 months. We're like planning everything. We're getting ready to send this big email.
And we get a call 48 hours before the event starts from Danny, who's on the ground in Switzerland, saying that there's been a landslide that takes out the main road into Saas-Fee, into this village that we've been planning having this event at.
And so that's why we have to change plan. Of course, we remain flexible. Of course, we try until the end to have a part that's going to take place here in Saas-Fee.
We have an option, and it's the only option. Just to tell you right from the beginning. And the plan is to move the whole event to Leukerbad.
Keep in mind, this is literally 2 days before we head out, before we get on the plane. If you run events, you know that something bad's gonna happen every time, so we couldn't help but laugh.
We landed in Switzerland! Awesome! Yeah, let's do it again!
They're like fucking at me.
You're embarrassing me. I told you. Kind of sexy. Switzerland. Good game, good game. Good game. Good game, good game. Good evening, New York. Good evening, New York. Good evening, New York. Good spot.
There are moments in history where artistic community really thrived. A great example of that is like the Brill Building, you know, where all those great songs were written, you know, the Burt Bacharach songs and, you know, all those 70s singer-songwriters, 60s, 70s singer-songwriters. Amazing work and culture comes out of those communities in history. I really feel like Creator Camp is such a community. I feel like it's a historic community that's going to lead to an evolution of artistry and creation that that people will remember and talk about. I think this is a really special thing, and it's yeah, it's really fun to be able to be here and be part of it.
Our bus is going to be driving on there tomorrow. Shoot, Chris?
No way.
Chris Dunk, what you feeling right now?
You want to hike down?
And they told me ours to them was like evidence of like human existence. That we were here
that we were alive, that we experienced things. And it's our best way of like taking all of that and then turning it into something and trying to make sense of it. What I really believe is that the people in this room represent a lot of like the soul of the internet. The people here are creating things of depth, of meaning, things that connect us. And I think that's super, super important. Whether it's creating an entire commercial in a room by yourself single-handedly, to a college vlog about what it means to start a new chapter of your life and make new friends, to stories about like what it means to grow up and be an adult. I think everything that the people here are creating makes a massive difference, and it really matters. Yeah, my hope is that this experience, that this time here together can also be seen as one big art piece. In some way, shape, or form, our time here together can continue to live on, whether it's in your mind or in the corners of the creations that you guys make. And in that way, I hope the time that we spend here together is timeless.
So for the third day, we had everyone go out, and we had a film festival in the town of Leukerbad, and essentially we paired up all these groups and sent them to different places in the region, all to create something that would be screened later that night. You literally had 8 hours. But that was definitely the most rewarding thing, of seeing what these creatives are capable of. You know, just with their cameras, just with a few hours.
Raclette Master Eddie here.
I think a lot of times in these events you forget because you're just hanging out, but these are literally the most talented people on the internet.
All these letters to everyone, we're gonna slide them under their doors, morning of the last day, with a Polaroid of them.
Come on. God.
It's make it feel like a handwritten note. It's just nice too. Like, we're writing to specific people we connected to throughout the weekend, so I don't know. I feel like it's something you can keep and be reminded. Cause like everyone's gonna forget, like after like a week or two. But then to have this stuff where it's like,
yeah, screw this.
Screw
all this effort.
Who's gonna remember this?
So we have to make sure that they remember.
Make sure they're aware. Shout out Keone, bro. Shout out Keone. That's my boy.
The new phase is what excites me the most right now. Having the chance, the opportunity to build something with them, something that is long lasting, something that is so big. Always bite more than we can chew in a way, or we try at least.
Yeah, a lot of the discovery is just like people we've watched online, people Simon has watched and recommended, people Christina's watched,
Mr. Oil Rig.
And then like recommendation, we call it like echolocation. It's like there's people are putting stories out, and the people who kind of connect with those and resonate, like those kind of attracts those same people. And through that there's been like this like grapevine of just really creative people that we've met. And then it usually is like Simon reaching out, or Max, occasionally me with an email. You can't really rush this. I think if we had invited everyone here without knowing them, it would have been a completely different experience. But because we spent like 2 years going really slow, it's more of a feeling thing, going really slow, like spending time with everyone. I think we've all like had at least gotten to like share a meal or like coffee with someone and have like real conversations with majority of the people, and then to bring them all to one thing is like so much more powerful. So
because it's also not us just like finding them. It's them like finding each other.
Mm,
And some of them have found each other before we even did, and like that's how they got brought into the world, because it's not just us making the people, it's the echolocation throughout the entire community that's already been slow burned and slow built for a very long time.
Alright, I get it all the time.
Wow.
We're doing, 4 of us are performing. We're performing each a short little set of like 10-15 minutes. I'll be doing one song on guitar, and I'm screening a video that is also a song, which I'm a little stressed about. I have to practice a bunch of stuff, but it's quite exciting. It's gonna be good. Most of the others are out now doing each of their projects. Once they're done, we'll screen all of them, and then there's music and drinks and celebrations afterwards.
You feel good? You ready?
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't feel ready. No. I feel good. I don't feel ready. But we have time. We have a few hours.
Wow. Oh my god. This ain't real. Wait, guys, move out of the way. I'm a content creator.
I'm crying.
Last 2 days with the rainy weather, the fog, like everyone had such amazing energy towards it. And then on this last day, I think we were like completely blessed. I don't know if you guys saw this photo, but this is Craig on the Matterhorn.
Challenges and ups and downs. I feel like transparently we put this together after dinner, and the lesson we took away is sometimes it's better to show something rather than nothing, and it's just all for fun. It's just for fun.
Complemented each other so well, unexpectedly. Like some groups were just completely different formats, niches, but it worked out into the most like creative shit we've ever seen. And then some of them were like adjacent, and then they tried out new things inspired from each other that they've never tried before. And so it was just like all feeling, intuition, and it worked out for the best.
These people are crazy. I don't know how the decision will be made.
Yeah, overwhelmed from this great movies about the outreach and the emotions you feel when you're in the nature, you know. And this was shown in a photography was
Not the way that I do love. Oh, holy moly, me, oh my, you're the apple of my eye. God never loved one like you. Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I'll scream it to the nothingness. There ain't nothing that I need. Oh, hot and heavy, pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing please me more than you.
And so, yeah, and then the entire 3 days of the event, they were absolutely incredible. It felt like we actually got to spend time with the folks. It felt like I got to say a message that's been on my heart for a long time and speak my truth to the community. It felt like a great reunion for a bunch of people that we haven't seen in a while, and a climactic moment for just all the events and lightning strikes that we had throughout the year and the community that we had built, and finally bringing them all together for this, like, almost like tying the bow to a present and like tying it off so nicely. That was what Switzerland was for us, and it was solidifying that this is here, that this is true, this is the community that we want to build and continue to grow with. And it felt real. It felt like the final stamp of approval that we are like a legitimate community and organization, and we're doing cool things, and that's what Switzerland meant and felt to us. And yeah, I think it was a ton of work from everyone who was involved, but in the end, it was worth it. It is always worth it, and we will continue to definitely do more events like that. So, yeah.